Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, I'll be showing you the easiest way to make a bubble skirt or a balloon skirt, whichever one you know the skirt as. And if you're interested in learning how to make this simple skirt, do not forget to sit back and watch. And do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. I'll be making use of the main fabric and the lining, but I'll be using the main fabric as the lining. So if you do not have enough fabric, you can go ahead and use your normal lining as the lining of the skirt, but mine, I am using the main fabric as the lining. So this is the lining. The smaller one is the lining, while the bigger one is the main fabric. So I will gently take away the main fabric and we'll start with the lining, so that I will show you the measurements that I have here. So for the lining, I want to have about 18 inches as the length. So I'll be taking away 2 inches for the band, and once I measure, I will have completely 18 inches right here. But once I remove the band, what I will have here is about 16 inches. So the lining will be about 16 inches. So depending on your length, you can do as long as you want. But for this tutorial, I'll be making use of 18 inches as the complete length, inclusive of the band. So for the yardage, what I have right here is my hip plus 10 inches. So you can go as far as you want, depending on how free you want yours to be, but I advise you go from 8 to 10 inches. But here I'm going to be making use of 10 inches because I added 2 inches as the zipper allowance, one for the left and one for the right. So this is what we have right here. So you can decide to use 8 inches or you use 10 inches. So we'll be cutting off the excess. So after cutting this out, I will go ahead to introduce the main fabric so that I can show you guys what measurement we have right here. So for the main fabric, I already joined it because of how long I wanted it to be. It was about 2 yards of width, like the width is about 2 yards, but I decided to join and make it 3 yards because of how full I wanted the bubble to be. So decide on how full you want yours. You can go as high as you want, but mine I wanted to use 3 years as the yardage, which is the width. And for the length we have 18 inches, and when you minus the band and place it, you have about 20 inches. So I took away 2 inches for band, and what we have here is 20 inches. But when you measure without the band, you have exactly 18 inches. So the main fabric is longer than the lining with 2 inches. So in order to have the bubble effect, the lining is supposed to be shorter than the main fabric. So I will then introduce the lining again because we want to create a gather effect with the main fabric. So the main fabric will be sitting on this, just like you can see me doing. So you want to make a gather stitch on the main fabric, and the gather will be placed on the lining, just like you can see me doing right here. So I don't know about you, but I find it much easier to use my needle and thread to create a gather effect. It works so perfectly for me. So after creating the gather effect on the main fabric, this is what we have right here. So I'll go ahead and bring in the lining, and I will place the main fabric which I gathered on top of it, and I will keep extending the gather effect to cover up that part, the hemline, which you can see right there. And I'll go ahead and run a stitch right there, and after I was done doing that, this is what I have right here. You can see that I have stitched this in place, and that is it. So the next thing to do is to flip it just like this, and you can see that the bubble effect is coming right up. So if you got to this point, please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, like this video so that it will be recommended to people that are looking for this exact tutorial. Yeah, thank you. So I'm just trying to place it properly so that you can see how it looks and the progress of the tutorial. So this is what we have right here. You can see the bubble effect is coming together. So what is remaining is working on the upper part, which we would be doing very soon. So you can already see the effect on how full this is going to be, but if you want it to be fuller, you can go ahead and use 4 yards of yardage. Like the width should be up to 4 yards or more in order to get a very full bubble effect. So before you do any other thing, you're going to turn this to the wrong side, just like you can see me doing, and you'll be stitching this with 0.25. You'll be stitching this just like you can see me doing. Make sure that the upper part is aligning together. Then you go ahead and use 0.25, sorry, to stitch this. You will do it to the side and you also do it to the other side, and we'll be right back. So remember to leave about half an inch at the upper part so that you can be able to gather the rest. After doing that, this is what we have right here. Then I'll go ahead and turn this to the right side, and this is what we have right here. So I forgot to leave about half an inch while I was stitching, so I'll be losing that part right here. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and gather this separately. So I will gather the lining separately, and I'll also do the same to the main fabric. So I am done gathering both of them separately, and this is what we have right here. So I'll then go ahead to drag each of them separately to my waist measurement. As you can see, I will then take my tape. While I'm dragging, I'm using my tape to measure to know if it has gotten to my waist measurement plus the zipper allowance, which is two, one for the back left side and one for the right back side here. So once you're gathering, you are measuring so that it will not be more than you want. So after I was done, this is what I have. So I've gone ahead to tie both ends. I've tied the right and I've tied the left hand side so that it does not move in any way, and I'll use my chalk to mark out the part that is for the zipper, and I will make sure I don't gather up to that extent. So I will leave about maybe 1.5 years, but I know that the zipper allowance is 1. I will not gather up to that extent. After I did that, I went ahead to stitch that in place. So I made sure to run a stitch on them. Then I will go ahead and introduce my waistband. So I will measure my waist plus 2 the zipper, and this is what we have right here. And I also use an interfacing to iron this down, and I folded half an inch. So this is what we have right here. So in order to stitch this, I will turn to the wrong side. This is what we have right here, and the part that I ironed half an inch, I'll be placing it on it just like this, and I'll use my pin to hold this down. I will stitch that part before I turn it to the right side, and I'll also fold in half an inch and I will stitch. So after that, this is what we have right here. I'll measure to make sure that I have my exact measurement plus the zipper allowance. So I have it right here, and I'll go ahead to fold this just like this. So after putting it on fold, I will then use my chalk to mark out the zipper allowance. So from the upper part, I will go down by 8 or 10 depending on how open you want your zipper to be. So I'll mark it out, and I'll also use my chalk to mark out the part I'll be stitching. So I will go ahead and stitch, and I will also fix my zipper to the skirt. So guys, this is the bubble skirt. You can see how it is. Yeah, it came out so very well. So if you watched to this point and you've not liked nor subscribed to this channel, please kindly do so. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and see you on the next one. If you have any questions, please kindly do ask in the comment section, and I will gladly reply you. And this is what we have right here. So see you on the next one. Bye.